from Friday night? Any bumps and bruises at all?
No, everyone's fine. Greg Stewart won't make it. He's still not ready. But besides that, it's as it was.
This is the first of 4 out of 5 league games in the space of 2 weeks at home.
Yeah.
So the fact that these games are at home, is that, I mean, does it give you a really great opportunity to get the ball rolling, I guess, in terms of momentum again?
I think that's the plan. I think we obviously had the opposite in terms of fixtures before the break, where a lot of the games were away, a lot of tough fixtures. We had a 6-week block where it felt like we were away for the majority of it, so that turns now, and we need to try and make the most of Ibrox. We're certainly going to need our fans to get behind us and make some noise, and hopefully we can get right back into our rhythm and build on the last league performance.
We've talked so much about the benefit of the break, but when you've got such a condensed run of fixtures now for the next, I don't think you've got any week off now.
I think it's the next international break, and then if we go and perform like we're capable of against Braga, we could have more fixtures in the pipeline as well, and Hamilton as well, because now we've been drawn against them in the cup. So, but it's what we're used to, and I think that's when we're at our best. This squad proved that it can cope with a lot of fixtures in a short space of time. It's an exciting time. The players look ready, and I'm really looking forward to see how we perform tomorrow.
Have you given any indication of when the St Johnstone game might be slotted in?
No, I don't think we've got any confirmation on that. No, I'm still waiting for news on that.
The suggestion it might have to wait until after the split. I mean, would that be a concern just with the sort of cramped nature of the run-in at that stage?
It is what it is. We'll handle whatever comes our way in terms of what date's announced for that fixture. It's out of our control, if you like. So we are waiting to try and find a space for it. If that's the case, we'll just have to get on with it.
You've spoken about the benefits of going away and having a trip to Dubai, but when you have to cram so many fixtures into December, and then again when you come back in action after the winter break, I mean, does it the real benefit? You get the real benefit of the winter break when you have to condense so many games into such a short space of time?
I don't know when that fixture's going to come, so it's not really worth talking about it until it comes and it's in, and we deal with it when it comes. I think we needed a break at the time. I think the winter break always comes at a good time, especially if your team's been playing a lot of games in Europe. So for ourselves and Celtic, who've had a decent run, I'm sure if you ask Lenny, he'd say the same as me, that the break comes at a good time. But a lot of the other clubs probably want to continue to play the fixtures, but that's the way it is. But we were ready for a break because we put an awful lot into the first half of the season, but give the lads some time to have with the families and then push them hard over in Dubai. And the signs of what I've seen in the recent couple of days of training, we're ready for tomorrow.
How difficult is it to prepare for games when you only having such short time recover after a game and then you've got a session?
No, we've had a lot of time to prepare because we've prepared for. We haven't just prepared for Stranraer over the last couple of weeks. We've been preparing to play in a certain way at home, trying to foresee what type of tactics we're going to be coming up against, certainly at home. So we've had enough training time. The players know exactly what we need to do, how they need to approach it. Now they've just got to go and execute the game plan that we're going to give them.
What are you expecting from St Mirren?
Well, listening to what their manager said, I think they're going to be very organised, compact, hard to beat, very stubborn opposition like they was in the game away from home, and we needed obviously a moment of magic from Bournemouth to find the answer. So yeah, we think they're going to be organised, compact, and try and play us on the counter attack. So quite similar to what Stranraer tried as well.
Is it fair to say you maybe need to step it up a level from Friday night?
Yes, definitely. I think the first fixture's always a little bit tough because obviously you have had that couple of weeks without a fixture. It's the reason why we put a bounce game in here at the training ground as well, so we can get what we feel is the right amount of minutes into the players to get that little bit of rust out and try and find the rhythm a bit quicker, because we obviously had a setback this time last year with not having the Cowdenbeath fixture. So yeah, I'm hoping that we can find a better level than against Stranraer. Having said that, we had 80% possession, 30 efforts at goal. Stranraer didn't shoot at our goal, so I can't be too critical of the players.
Did you mention that Kilmarnock game to the boys as a warning?
I think they know. But yeah, possibly it might come up. Yeah.
statement Saturday. The club released a statement about after the sanctions that they received from the SFA. They said along the lines of the club are feeling that they're being held to a different code of conduct to other clubs. Which should be response on that?
Well, look, I always back and support what the club put out and decide to say. So I think that's been dealt with. This was a fixture that was over 3 weeks ago. So I don't really think we should go back over old ground. I've got St Mirren tomorrow, and my focus and everyone here at Rangers is focusing on that fixture rather than one that was over 3 weeks ago.
In terms of the statement, is it concerned for the future if that is the case, if you are going into that?
No, I think Rangers have said what we need to say on it, and as I say, we'll deal with whatever comes our way in the future.
Another talking point from yesterday, Brian Rice obviously came out and spoke about his gambling addiction. What's your thoughts on that and how he's dealt with that? Well,
I admire the fact that he's come out and he's been really honest. He's a gentleman, Brian. You know, since I've come up here, he's been fantastic with me. I think he's a man who's been around the game for an awful lot of time, so I've got nothing but respect for him, and I admire the fact that he's come out to try and get help and support, and he's certainly got that from everyone at Rangers, because everyone's got a lot of respect for him.
In your experience, is it still a major problem? You know, is it in the game in a sense? And I know it's up here banned from doing it, but is it still rife in your experience? I don't know the answer to that question, whether it's rife or whether it's a major problem, because I don't know what people do in the private time. So it's a very difficult question to answer. But I imagine it's got better. But that's me obviously just guessing. People saying there should be an amnesty for people like Brian who do admit to be having that problem and trying to get help. Is that something you would go along with?
Well, I think that's the best thing, is to be honest and admit it and go and try and get the support you need, so you try and stop the addiction.
How's your squad looking in terms of, I know you were trying to trim this month. Jamie Murphy's obviously away from Burton. What's the situation with Greg Hill?
Yeah, Jamie Barjonas has gone out to Partick as well for a short loan. He needs to play now. Jamie's the same. He's been first class, to be fair. He's been working ever so hard. But we found it hard to get him the minutes in the games that he wants, especially after his big injury. So I think it'd be good for him to go and play out in Burton. There's also something bubbling away with young Robbie McCrory, who's on loan at Queen of the South. But there's an opportunity for him to play in the Premier League, which is a situation where we don't really want to do what we have to do, but we have to for the sake of the boy, because it'll be brilliant for his development to play in the Premier League. So that's bubbling away in the background, and maybe in the next day or so something might be mentioned on that. Doherty's still about. He's training with the first team. Nothing to report on Doc.
I was suggesting that Sunderland were interested, but maybe that had fallen through.
Well, I think the kid's got a lot of interest because of the successful he had on loan at Shrewsbury. I think Shrewsbury was a fantastic loan for him. The player's gone there and played ever so well, and I think Shrewsbury done a fantastic job with him. So I think there's a lot of respect for Doc down in League One. There's also some respect in the Championship as well. So he's got a few things bubbling away, but nothing to report on just yet.
I know you said a couple of weeks ago in Dubai that you would keep an eye on it, and it might be late in the window if you were going to add it. Is that still the case?
Yeah, that hasn't changed. I think if no one else goes out the door, I think we'll be fine. I think we'll cope and we'll manage. But with what is it? 8-9 days left in the window. You know and I know. Things happen. And we'll just keep an eye on what goes on there. But if anyone else was to go, I'd probably have to replace you.
In terms of Robbie McCrory, is that just a prime example of the loan system working in the exact way that you hope it would, with him making that sort of natural progression?
Well, I think you've got to pay credit to Robbie for going to Queen of the South and playing ever so well, but also Queen of the South for the job they've done and the opportunity they've given, and we really, really respect that. And it's not something that we want to do by taking a keeper off someone. But when the kid gets the opportunity to play a league above and with all due respect, better himself and develop and get that chance to play in the Premier League, it probably gives him a better chance of coming back here and playing for Rangers. So for the kid, it's a no-brainer. Slightly awkward for us because we don't want to let anyone down. And Queen of the South probably think they've got Robbie for the full year. But we have to sort of forget about all that and think what's best for the kid, for the boy himself, and it's too good an opportunity for him to turn down.
How highly do you rate?
Sorry?
How highly do you rate Robbie?
Very highly. I think both McCrory brothers, two model professionals of the game, finding the way in different stages of their career, but if Robbie keeps progressing and developing the way he is and at the speed that he is, I've got no doubt that at the right time he can come back here and affect the two main positions for the goalkeeping situation.
You obviously get Alan signed up for another year, but I mean, should that be Robbie's aim in a couple of years?
I think Alan's his role model in many ways. I think he's got a lot of respect there. Also Wes as well, who's capable of being a number one in his own right. And we've also got Fairfield, who's just signed up for another year, which makes us fine in that area for now. And then obviously we'll analyse the situation in 6 months and 12 months' time to see what the next best thing is in that area.
Is there any update on James Tavernier's situation from last week? Have you got a firm date of when you expect to see him back?
Well, he's back in. He's obviously had a minor procedure in the hospital. He was in hospital for a couple of days. But he's back walking about, he's feeling better, he's looking better, and he's on the mend. We're hoping it'll be a couple of weeks, and then he'll be back in amongst it.
Some questions for Nico?
Nico, you looking forward to the league action coming back?
Yeah, happy. After this break, we start again. We had that game on a Friday. It was really good to get some game before the start of the Premiership, and I think as a manager said, we are ready to go.
You've obviously had an extended run in the team over the past few weeks. How do you think that's aided your development?
It's always tough to come back, but as I said, always hard work and ready for a chance. And I think I bring my quality in the team, and now have a chance again to keep the place and try to play good to help the team.
How important is it to continue the momentum that you had before the break?
It's important, but the most important thing is the team keep winning, and when the team play good, then I'm playing good as an individual.
Was it frustrating for you that the winter break came and it did, given what you've done at Celtic Park, and you just want to keep that that role going?
Yeah, I want to play every 2 days, but that is what it is, and it wasn't that long. It was a short break, but we done a lot of good things. Me as an individual and a team as a team, and as I said, we are ready to go again.
How many times have you watched her go back?
A million.
As an individual, what does that do for you in terms of your own personal confidence when something like that happens?
It means a lot. Since I was a child, I used to dream to score a winner in a big game, and obviously that was a big game, and happy because I scored and because I helped him to win at the top place.
What do you think you've maybe changed to add more goals and what have you changed to add more goals, especially this season as well?
Don't know what to change, just have to do what I'm doing now. Have to practice every session and try to score as more as possible.
What's the reaction been like fans that you've bumped into since the Goal Park here? I mean, do you get that sort of fact you're a bit of a cult figure here, a bit of a fan favourite?
Yeah, it was really amazing because my brother was as well in the stand, and it was a special moment for me and for him as well. And when you have just like 800 people in such a big stadium, it's special moments. Just describe like that.